So if you could just take us through the last couple of days and what it's been like for you and changing teams and kind of wondering where you'd wind up and kind of getting the call from the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple of crazy days, you know. On the way to Indiana, when Rob called me, kind of was, you know, changed my mind and came here. Yeah, kind of got a crazy few days, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And then going from there to being in the lineup right away, and then Jackson gets hurt in the first half, and so maybe the minutes even a little higher. What was that like, and what were the things you tried to focus on both ends of the court?
I was trying to just play hard. You know, I didn't know any plays, kind of just get thrown out there. So just trying to play hard, you know, make easy play. That's about it.
Yeah, what were the biggest things you considered in kind of changing your mind to come here, and you know, Luka Doncic coming over, LeBron being here? What were the things that you went through your head?
I mean, I understand, you know, being with the Lakers is, you know, a great opportunity. I mean, I couldn't pass up on it. I mean, it's playing for a championship. So when I heard it, I was like, I'm coming here.
How would you assess, I guess, the past 24-plus hours of signing with the team? You're in the lineup, conversation, then you start in the second half after Jackson. Like, how would you, I guess, assess everything?
I mean, it was just crazy 24 hours, you know. Just, you know, think you're going one place, coming here, you're getting signed, going away here, playing the game, and just try to stay in the moment, you know, and keep things simple.
You mentioned championship expectations, but what have you thought of this group from afar as you've observed them?
I mean, the one thing I've noticed, like, the group is very connected. I mean, expectations, you know, and you can tell guys played hard extremely every game, so those things definitely stand out.
You'd been playing pretty consistently good basketball as a team. I'm sure not the way you wanted to go out heading into the All-Star break. What did you think the difference was tonight?
I just didn't feel like we was connected on the defensive end. We had a lot of blown coverages. And then, like tonight, when shots don't fall, you got to be really good on the defensive end, and we weren't.
What's your kind of zoomed out look of your team up to this point as you now head into the break?
We're in a great spot. We've been playing really good basketball, other than, you know, tonight was a slip up, but you have those, and I feel like we're in a really good spot.
You guys have put a lot into this, physically, emotionally, mentally, over the last few weeks. Lots happened. Did it feel just sort of like the tank was empty tonight?
No. I just felt like we played like, to be honest. I don't want to say the tank was empty. You know, anytime you get an opportunity to go out there and play basketball, you know, love that opportunity. Didn't play very good.
JJ mentioned the factor of you guys just played them on Monday, blowout win, and the challenge of playing a team twice in a row. That factor. Just what challenges are presented when that happens, especially when you do win that first one in the fashion that you did on Monday?
It shouldn't matter. You got to be professionals, and you got to go in there and do the same thing that we didn't tonight. Yeah, from the gate we weren't, you know, what we needed to be. We weren't what we was the other night, and you let a team get like that, young, confident, start shooting the ball really well. They continue to do that, and it's hard to climb your way back in the game. So we just got to be more professional in our approach to those situations.
It was Dalton's first game back in the lineup since the trade was rescinded. How did you guys kind of help him get through tonight, and what do you think of his game?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this league is a business, and trades happen. I've never seen something like this happen, so this was the first for me. So, at the end of the day, he's got to come in here and be a professional and go out there and do his job. And I thought he was good tonight. I don't think he played a game in probably a week or so. So, can't wait to get him back out there acclimated with, everything that we're doing, because he's, going to help us be successful.
What are these 7 days going to do for you?
Going to give me some time to sit down and sleep and just relax. it's I think at this point of the year, I think everybody's a little, fatigued mentally, physically. So it gives everybody an opportunity to kind of reset and attack the last however many games there is.
Luka hit you with that behind the back pass on the drive, and you hit the three. What did you see in that sequence, and just sort of how's it been adjusting to him being able to kind of make reads like that?
Yeah, I mean, he's an unbelievable passer that can make any pass in basketball, and I was just at that point hoping I made a shot. So I was happy it went in. But I mean, I watched him, a lot since he's been in the league, and I've seen, crazy stuff that he does. So whenever he does it, not really, surprised or taken away by it, because I've watched him do, all of that a lot of times.
Dalton, have to imagine these last couple of days couldn't be easy for anybody. How have you handled it, and what's helped get you through it?
Yeah, it was a crazy, time. Not too many people done that coming back, but at the end of the day, I just wanted to hoop. I told that to JJ and Rob when I got back, is that was the main thing. I want to go hoop, I want to play, but I got in late, and at the end of the day, they said Wednesday was my return, so I was excited to come back here and play with my guys.
You looked like yourself out there today. How did you kind of keep that mental focus and like you said, kind of focus on the basketball and do it like you did?
Yeah, I was going to play my game whenever I returned. So, I was going to go out there, hit some shots, and, play some defense with my guys and, go out there and execute.
Hey, Dalton. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We talked about this, I think, before the Clipper game, just kind of like the shock from the Luka trade and just how wild of a situation that was. Like, can you just take us a little bit through the process of getting the call, getting to Charlotte, and then being told that you were going to come back? I mean, like, what was that even like?
It felt like a movie, after that game. Came back that night, or not that night, the next day, went to go get some shots up in the gym. 20 free throws in. I usually always shoot 25 right before I shoot. And, Rob called me up there and told me the news. It's hard. I got drafted here, so LA means a lot. So, hearing that, then I go to Charlotte in the morning with one of my guys, and then, get introduced and start meeting all those people, and then fly out to Detroit to was called my debut game, to then now I'm flying back to LA. Rob called me and said, you're coming back, and I was just excited just to go out there and hoop no matter where I was going. I just wanted to go hoop. I told that to JJ and Rob. I get it's a business, so at the end of the day, I told them, let's go play basketball.
What did JJ or Rob say to you once you got back, or whether it's on the phone or getting back to LA, I guess, just for your mental state, emotional state after it was 48, 72 hours of the unknown, or think you're going to be on Charlotte and having to come back?
We sat down and talked right when I got back. We had a couple conversations, and we ultimately agreed Monday I wouldn't play because I got in super late from my flight. So we knew Wednesday I was going to play, and I was just excited just to go out there and do what I love to do, is go out and compete and play with my teammates.
Dalton, what's the reception been like from the locker room and your teammates, and just kind of welcoming you back, and obviously kind of knowing you've been going through a lot the last week or so?
Every single one of them came up and pretty much hugged me, said it was good. They said welcome back, and then obviously tonight they said it's your debut game again. So at the end of the day, it's just a business. I get where Rob and JJ are going. So, at the end of the day, I'm just going out there and doing my job and playing basketball, doing what I love to do.
Along the business side of things, the Hornets are, petitioning to try to reverse it again. What's your understanding of where those things stand, and how did you become aware of that situation?
I have no clue, to be honest. I'm just doing what I love to do, going out there and playing, and like I said, whatever happens. I'm just going to compete hard wherever I go, and hopefully it's LA. So whatever happens, I'm just gonna go out there and compete. I don't really care about anything. I just want to go play.
And just to follow, you're returning to a Lakers team that has Luka Doncic on it. Just what are your thoughts on getting to play with him?
Yeah, it's crazy. The passes that he was making out there is crazy. They told me first thing back is no matter what, when he has the ball, be ready to shoot. Like he's gonna get it to you no matter what. And seeing that a couple passes to like AR, Braun, he wasn't even looking. So it was crazy. Excited.
Thanks, Dalton.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hey, Luka, first of all, we were just talking to Dalton Knecht and kind of about what a crazy week it was for him. And can you relate to that just with the trade coming out of nowhere and then him going and him coming back? And how did you kind of try to welcome him back to the team now?
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously different, something not me, I didn't expect it. Probably other people didn't expect it. Well, for him too, it's tough. You get traded, you come back. So it's a weird week. But at the end of the day, this is our team. This is the team we have, and we got to show we can do everything.
JJ mentioned that it can be tricky blowing a team out and then coming and playing them again, and he thought Utah really responded. But how do you kind of take that in stride and as you enter the All-Star break now and thinking about where this team can go?
Yeah, I think we can go very far. Obviously, today I felt a little bit rusty. 2 games in after my injury, turnovers, missed free throws, so I got to do way better. But now I think we're approaching this break, so we got to rest. For me, I think it's more mental rest than anything else, but still got to work. So I'm excited about this break, and I can't wait to go back to play.
Luka, to follow up on that, what are your plans for the All-Star break, and how are you going to spend the next 6 days or so?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, just mental break for me, workout, and just trying to have some fun with the family.
Just physically for you and your calf, just how's it come out the past couple of games after being out for, I think, 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
Yeah, it's good. Still getting back in rhythm. You can't really practice that 5-on-5 stuff. It's way different in the game. But I'm just happy to be back out there and trying to win and trying to play games.
Luka, there aren't going to be many nights, hopefully, where the team is kind of, I don't know if flat is the right word, but you mentioned missed free throws. It was kind of everybody. I think Austin was like 1 for 10 from 3, but how in general did you feel about the process tonight? And are you starting to see the ways that you guys can be pretty dynamic together?
Yeah, I think shows the first game we play against them, the way we can play, the way we move the ball, everybody connected on both sides of the floor. So today wasn't our best game, so we got to work on that.
What have you seen from JJ as a coach so far? I mean, obviously you were teammates with him before, but not been a ton of time, but a couple games, couple practices. What have you seen?
Great. He's a great coach. I know he's only his first year, but it don't feel like it feels like he's been here for 15 years. So props to him, and I can't wait to be coached more by him.
Luka, en español, para Desde la Cancha. Una pregunta quizás que ya te han hecho mucho, pero ¿alguna vez cuando eras niño soñaste con vestir el uniforme púrpura y dorado de los Lakers?
Sí, bueno, siempre vi a Kobe cómo jugaba aquí. Era una leyenda que todos seguíamos, sobre todo en Europa. Otro Pau estuvo aquí, así que por supuesto que quería jugar aquí y es un sueño.
I don't really buy that. I think there's our guys, the spirit and all that stuff has been great. I thought we were locked in. I think the more human nature element is playing the same team twice in a row and feeling like it might be easy because we just beat them and we're 3-0 against them. And I think our preparation was there. I think our guys' preparation was there. Sometimes you just momentarily can lose sight of the things required to earn a victory, and I thought defensively to start the game, it was just like Markkanen could just move wherever he wanted to move. We weren't physical. We didn't talk. Never really got to a place in the game where we were talking and executing the off ball curl switch rules. And you give a team confidence, you let them be comfortable, and this is what happens. That's the NBA.
Do you have anything more on Hayes? Obviously left the game with a facial contusion. Did you?
I don't have anything else. Just facial contusion. It's what we have right now.
Just any larger kind of moving or big picture thoughts as you head into the All-Star break of the way the team is building?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just, getting all our key guys healthy. Obviously Bron has put in a lot. AR has put in a lot. Those guys need a break. Luka continuing to build towards being able to play his normal minutes and being, in game shape. I mean, the reality is, he took 6 weeks off and is working his way back still. Getting Doe and Gabe back, and I think when our group is healthy, we can compete at a very high level.
Dalton scored in double digits, and it's pretty improbable that maybe that may never happen again a week ago. So just what do you make of his night tonight, and it just from body language standpoint, the other night it didn't seem like maybe he was totally connected. Did you see anything in terms of his spirit tonight?
I thought his spirit was good. I thought he played well. We're not going to talk about it anymore. Like we've talked about it. He's in a good spot. We're good.
JJ, two for you. ALen debut. Probably didn't envision having to start him for a half, but how did you think it went under the circumstances?
I thought he was fine. I mean, he again. It feels like it's been a lot of that this year, where we're just like we had to put guys in tough spots. We've had to put our two-way guys in tough spots. We had to put Alex in tough spot. He was fine.
And just you mentioned sort of the break needed for Austin and for LeBron. I mean, personally for you, a lot has happened in the last 35 days or so. Are you going to be able to unplug during this, knowing kind of your mindset? And do you think you personally would benefit from a little bit of a reset here over the next few days?
I do think I would benefit from that. No, I'm hoping that we have. I hope my goal for All-Star break is. I know this sounds simple. My goal for All-Star break is that I finalize my insurance claims and that I find an apartment to live in. So that's what I'm hopeful for. And I get out of the hotel, and that would be nice. I'm going to tell my staff, don't fucking talk to me the next 2 days. If you need something over the weekend, I'll be back in the office Monday. Actually, I'm going to go to the office tomorrow too, but for a different reason. But I'm coaching my kids this weekend. I'll be with my family. It'll be nice.
JJ, what did you make of round two with Luka out there offensively, and just it felt like he seemed more comfortable with the group, and
we did
they
some good stuff when he was on the court. Again, it just we've had a number of these games over the last month where we're playing down lineups we've never played. We've got guys on minutes restrictions. It's nonsense. It's just nonsense. And our guys in group have been awesome, and we weren't tonight. That's just the reality. We weren't good as a group. That's okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.